couple minutes before we get people up in here. What we got here? My thing does not refresh as often as I would like it to. So... Doop-a-doo. How's it sound? I might have to move a little closer, right? Can you hear me now? Oh. All right. That should be good for sound. We'll mess with it a little bit here. I don't want like an echo or anything. I want it to be pretty clear. So if I have to get closer, I'll do that. I will do the thing where I have to get closer. But we will wait just a moment here. Let things kind of... Got a lot of different people in a lot of different time zones after all, so... About to tag everybody in my Discord thing. Everybody gonna get mad. But it'll be fine. Fuzzy. Awesome. I really like that you subscribed. That makes me feel warm and fuzzy. I'm very happy. Thank you. How's the sound, Hizzy? Can you hear me okay? Is there an echo? Do I need to move closer? Take my prime, bitch. Take it all. All right, cool. I just did a... Mic sounds awesome. Yeah, this is the one you gave me. It's pretty good. I got it kind of like rigged up all like janky, like right here. It's just off screen. But I got it rigged up. It's like bolted to the table behind the monitor, and then it like reaches over. It took me a little finagling so it wasn't like in the shot, you know. Because when it was in the shot, I don't mind it being in the shot, but my camera kept trying to focus on it instead of me. So I kept blurring out, and it was like, ooh, look at this microphone. You know what? We got... How do I can't do anything with it from here, but I should... make Hizzy a mod at some point because she is my friend. My good friend. As soon as this thing updates, I'll be able to actually see people. I don't know. Maybe one of them. I don't know. Hey, you have a first badge. I know that a couple other people have one, but I don't have like many subscribers on it. It's not really... I haven't been streaming in a long time too, so... but I will be once Halo comes out in a little bit, because I'll be playing that a lot. All right, so I guess I'll get on with it. This stuff will be recorded after all, so... it's not as though we have to wait forever. So, a little background. I got a random DM from G4's official Twitter account. And what that was all about, I still don't know. But they basically said, hey, you're good for a press kit. Do you want one? You got to fill out this form. And I was like, I think you got the wrong person. Like, you're definitely... barking up the wrong tree a little bit here. Like, do you know what I do? And like, you know, I messaged them back saying, hey, I appreciate the invite. This would be really cool, but I think you got the wrong guy. And they were like, nope, we know who we're talking to, and you just fill out the form and we'll send you a thing. And I was like, Okay, let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens. And I talked to some other people, and no one I know who is more qualified for this sort of thing, who is more in this sphere than me, got one, which is weird. Now, G4, for people who don't know, because I'm dating myself a little bit here. I'm a little bit older than some of the people who follow me by maybe a decade or so. But G4 was a TV channel, a TV network that basically was all about like gaming culture, a lot of that stuff. They had some other silly things on there, like I think Ninja Warrior, or was it Most Extreme Elimination Challenge? I think that was on G4 as well. They had some kind of goofy stuff that was from Japan and other places, but it was mostly gaming and gaming culture. They would air, different reveals, conventions, E3, things like that. That was kind of their thing. They went off the air, I want to say 2014 was when they went off the air. I don't know exactly why. I remember it was kind of a fixture when I first started college. G4 was on just about everybody's TV. I was in school for media arts and animation, so everything that was on that channel was very relevant to what everybody was working on. But I remember only a couple shows from it. I remember a couple of the people from it, and then that's it. I don't remember exactly when it went off the air or why. But they're coming back. And not only are they coming back on TV, but they're doing stream stuff here on Twitch. They're doing stream stuff on YouTube. They're doing, for people who are watching this on YouTube, obviously, this was a live stream that is now being recorded for you. Anyway, so they've got an online platform that they're using. They're going to be on TV too, I guess, and they're going to be coming back with some of their classic shows and all this other stuff. Yeah. Rojo, the X-Play and Attack of the Show are the ones that come to mind for me. December 31st, 2014. Okay, that's the when all of this stuff went down. Okay, so anyway, they sent the press kit. This thing went out a while ago. I was kind of keeping an eye for it in the mail because I didn't know how big it was going to be. I didn't know if this was mostly like a digital thing they were doing. I didn't know if this was just like some forms, like an info packet. I've never had anything like this before, so... But we have it now. Basically what I did is I came down here in my room, I opened up the box, I dumped it out, and I threw a blanket over it. I didn't want to know what was in it until I could get it on camera and get my reactions. So there's only one thing that I did see when I was dumping it out, because it was heavier than some of the other things and it made like very distinctive noise. They also warned me about it. So the warning is specifically, they said, don't light the candle indoors. So I found the candle. This is a G4 scented candle. Now, the specific fragrance that they've decided to send me on this is called Last Day of a Convention. Now, if you've been to a con, you know that this is something I probably should not open, much less light. But it wouldn't be very fun if we didn't do those things. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop this baby open. So have you ever... I'm trying to think of how to describe the smell as it exists now. Have you ever had like Fruit Loops or Fruity Pebbles and you didn't eat all of them and it kind of sat in the bowl for a little while and you came back to it later to wash the dishes and it had a certain kind of like pungent, almost fruity, but kind of corn chippy sort of aroma to it? That's this bad boy right here. But it's a scented candle, so what we're going to do is we're going to light this bad boy. And we're going to see what happens. All right, so we're going to give that a second because it's going to take a minute for it to get kind of melty. So, yeah, we'll just let this sit over here. Last day of a convention. Burning over here. I have other scented candles, and if I have to open my window, I will. But I don't think it's going to be that bad. But it is kind of... I don't think it's going to be that bad, just because that would be... Well, I don't know. These guys seem to be clowning on people. So we're going to grab something else here, and we're going to see what else we got. So anyone who used to watch it might recognize this wombat-looking thing. This is a life-size body pillow included with the arm that is on the back of the thing for when it would talk and move. All right, and it's a pillow with a weird, like, wombat-looking thing. I don't know if it's a wombat. I don't know what this thing is supposed to be. I mean, it kind of looks like a weird tiny raccoon thing. I don't know what it is, but it's nice. It's a pillow. It's a little on the stiff side, so it's definitely like you throw it on the couch or something, people are gonna be like, the fuck is that? Why you got this weird wombat thing on your couch? I have no idea. All right, what else we got here? I don't know what this is. It's like a big fabric thing. It kind of got dumped out on top of everything when I... What is this? Is this a robe? This is legit a robe. Like a robe. Like a... Hold on. Give me a second. I need to... Alright. Yep, this is definitely a robe. It's kind of like silky. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. That's... I mean, it's a little big. Ah! Oh. Ooh. That's kind of nice, right? Yeah. That's nice. It's lose my balance here. There's a little sash thing here for it. So we have this regular silky black sash here. They also included something else. I don't know if this is supposed to be a sash or a totally separate item, but it looks like a little championship belt, but with the classic, you know, up, up, down, down gain code thing in it. And it goes out, you know, like one of the wrestling championship belts there. I don't know if this is supposed to go through here, but it'd be kind of funny if it did. It does look like it fits through the loops. So you could just be walking around your house in this silk robe and this weird championship belt that is also actually... It's very nice, actually. I kind of like that material. This is very weird. I've never actually worn anything like this before, so this is kind of... It does not have pockets. I like this, though. And it's got their current new logo on it right now, which is We Never Stopped Playing. Or Never Stop Playing. You know, because the implication that they've been at this the whole time. So we got some more stuff here. I got... Okay. Little dice bag with the D&D logo on it. That's promising. Because I did see that G4 has a D&D show now. I guess they noticed that Critical Role is, really taken off, and Matt Mercer has basically single-handedly breathed life back into tabletop gaming. So I guess they're getting on that. What do we got? All right, so yeah, we have a dice set here. I'll get this open as quickly as possible because it's like multi-wrapped. What is this? Why are these individually wrapped? Why? Why would you do this? These are individually... I've never seen this before. I've never seen anyone do something like this before. Like, is this a joke, or do they sell these individually? I don't know. We're opening up the D20 here. So this uses the same... I don't know if we can see that. It's not going to focus, I don't think. So this is the same general font that they're using for everything. So that's kind of cool. I mean, it's a black die with orange text. It's heavy. Like, you should be able to hear this here. Listen to this. Like, that's a heavy dice. This is not some punk bitch dice. That's a genuinely... Like, you could probably club a seal, you know, if you put it on something swinging around. Take out a small animal or a child or something. So yeah, these are all individually wrapped. But I don't know what that is supposed to be. You're right. It is a necklace pendant, but it's just a black crystal-y thing. It doesn't have, like, there's no thing to go with it, but yeah, little necklacey pendant-y thing. Oh yeah, charged energy crystals and stuff like that. I don't know who they were gearing that towards. I don't even know where to put these dice. Oh, okay, this is cool. So this is only on the D6, it looks like. I don't know why only the D6. I would have put it on, like, the D20. But so the D6 has all the various numbers on it and everything. Like, you've got, you know, your standard, you know, if we can get that to focus. No? There it is. Okay. So that's the, you know, your number and everything. But the 4 on the D6 is the G4. It's not on any of the other die. It's not on the D4. It's not on the D8 or the D10 or anything like that. It's just on the D6. So, yeah, this does kind of look like the robes on Takashi's Castle a little bit. I mean, I like it. It's very comfortable. I don't know if it's super warm. We'll find that out. I'm just going to kind of like shuffle these off to the side because I have no idea what to do with all that packaging. So, yeah, here's the bag. Very nice. Inside has got the same... the inside is made of this same material. Like, these are the same thing. And the thing that the sash is made with. It's all the same stuff. So, throw it in the ocean. Yeah, let the fish handle it. It's not my problem. All right, so... the candle, yeah. Let's see. Do we have anything coming off of this yet? Yep. That's so that scent of like the old fruity pebbles and corn chippiness, like the corn chippiness is now more pronounced. And yeah, we'll blow it out and see. That's awful. Oh, that's like if you lit a bag of Fritos and Pixie Sticks on fire. We're just gonna put the lid on that. Call it good. This is going to just sit on a shelf forever somewhere until the end of days. Oh, it's pretty bad. Like, I'm actually like tearing up a little bit. It's that bad. All right, let's see what what else we got here. That's interesting. A whole ass headset. I don't know if you can see this thing, but according to the sticker and PC Gamer, it's the best gaming headset. The best. They send only the best. So, yeah. It's a plug and play 3.5 millimeter. Do I have anything to open this with? Oh, scissors. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be able to give my thoughts on this right away because to hook it up would mean messing up the audio of, you know, the stream. So, but we're going to pop it out. We're going to have a look. See what we got here. Hopefully, I won't cut myself, but, you know, I guess if I do, that's just more content, right? That's what people are into. You have this headset also, but wireless. Gave it to my ex to use. Okay. All right, so you liked it. You just didn't like switching between it. So, let's see. I don't know. I mean, I'm using a kind of a gaming headset over here, but I only use the headphone part of it. I don't use the microphone. So, maybe the sound is super killer. I don't know. All right. So, that's nice. It's got a little strap there. Okay. It's comfortable. It's a little tight, but I'm sure I can mess with that. Where's the cord, though? That seems like a crucial component of this that I need. Why is this smaller box part of the bigger box folded into it all strangely? That's very odd. All right, so this is standard cable. This is probably a standard USB kind of looking thing here. And I think that's all that's in here besides the instruction manual and a fluffy little thing for the microphone. Wait a minute, where is it? Is that? Oh. That's nice. I like that. I could play with that all day. Just in and out. In and out. In and out. That's pretty cool. Dig that. All right, so we also have this weird little, I don't know what this is, packagey thing? It's a little G4 logo thing, little packagey thing here. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Does Utah have an In-N-Out? Yes. Yes, it does. Actually, we have one within 20 minutes of us, as a matter of fact. We have one just over in... How is this supposed to be? These are magnets. Ah. Oh. I feel like a caveman trying to figure this stuff out. Like, ooh, ooh, ooh. It's kind of cool, though. Pasties. Oh, okay. They're pasties. You can do a little... I'm not magnetic, though. I mean, even though I got the vaccine, I'm not magnetic. It won't stick to my chest. That's a shame. I think this is supposed to have a second magnet on it, because this one doesn't stay on quite as well as the other one. This one seems nice, though. Okay. And we pop this bad boy out. And we bring it down here. I guess. It is pretty comfortable. It's not bad. I don't know how I feel about this thing, though. I don't know what this is really bringing to the table, this cross strap here. But, yeah. So that's the bulk of the press kit here. They also have like a little documentation thing here. All right, so it reads on their little card here. G4 is back as we get ready for launch, which I think is supposed to be November 16th. Doesn't say on here. You'd think that would be like a crucial detail that they would want to include. We invite you to kick back, relax, and cuddle up with our barely flammable body pillow and our launch day. For our launch day, the items in this kit should help you do just that. Just don't combine some of them with the candle. Some of them. Not all of them. All right, so inside you will find a premium G4 robe. That's this one. It does feel premium. So, a legendary belt. I think that's supposed to be an RPG joke, because I don't know if this is a legendary item. But this is, legendary belt. Maybe they're talking about the other belt. G4's last day of a convention scented candle, which we all just enjoyed. We loved it. Great candle. Just thinking about it makes me kind of want to retch, actually. The Ratty Puppet Body Pillow, actual size. Tabletop dice set, plus custom velvet G4 dice bag. It is a very nice dice bag. A Steel Series headset. Steel Series. And custom G4 ear plates. Feel free to tag G4 on socials with your G4 blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. And don't forget. Oh, okay. They do have there's a launch special live on Tuesday the 16th at 2 p.m. specific time. So we'll have to check that out. It's even signed Phil from marketing. Thank you, Phil. I'm glad that you added that personal touch on there. Really just makes the whole thing feel just so much more personal. So, I do like this robe, though. I mean, all the other goofy stuff aside, this robe ain't bad. It's kind of nice, actually. I kind of want to put on the weird little championship belt that they got here. Like, I really don't know. This thing is so goofy. This is such a weird press kit. I don't understand. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. Is it just like, ooh, we're zany and eclectic? I don't know. I like all of it, but I don't like the individually plastic. Yeah. I mean, environmental stuff aside, it's annoying. Like, they don't have to be individually wrapped. Most of the time, dice come in, like, tubes or, like, big containers or something like that. They don't have to be individually wrapped, especially if they're already in the dice bag. You don't need that. Where is my dice bag? What do I do with it? There it is. All right. Yeah, so the outside is that velvet, but the inside is the same material, whatever this robe is. It's very nice. I really like it. I'll probably end up wearing this unironically because it's comfortable. Like, it's legit comfortable. I mean, it is big. It's like a tent on me. It's like, but I mean, that's okay when it's robes, It's not a problem. I'm really interested to see how this headset is going to work out. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do with that, because if it interferes with my microphone here, I don't want to use it. But it's also like, is it a good headset? I don't know. I mean, if I trust the sticker, it's the best. Like, if I go with what the sticker says, it's the best of the headsets. That's crazy, though. I mean, that's like, I'm going to have to play something using this headset and just kind of like rocking it, you know? All right, so we have this weird wombat thing, a little ratty puppet. This thing's weird. Interesting pillow. They said it's barely flammable, so that's good. You know, considering the candle. The candle has got to be one of the most offensive things I have ever got in the mail. Headset's really good, and I'm always close to wasting money on another one that I don't need just because I miss it. Well, all right. Now that this has been opened and lit, like you can't get away from it now. It like sticks with you. It's like following me wherever I go. I'm gonna have to like put it in a, like, I don't know. This is really, I don't know. I like making faces into the camera. It's very, very funny. Anyway, so that's the press kit. I know that conventional wisdom is that you're supposed to have streams go for an hour or some nonsense like that. But, you know, they didn't give me an hour worth of stuff. And I really, you know, I can't milk it out into an hour or anything like that. So, you know, any comments, any questions from the chat regarding the things I've opened, and I'll answer those. And if we don't have anything, then we'll call it. And then I got to go do other podcast recording stuff. Yes, can I have the pillow? Under the condition that you come get it. You can come get this pillow. You are invited. If you show up at my door, you get the pillow. It's yours. Can I have the headset? That I don't know. I need to test the headset to know if it's something that I am going to be keeping. I mean, I have to trust you guys on it being, you know, a good headset. Yes, they did say open it. They did say don't light the candle inside. They did say that. So, I mean, my own fault, but I thought it would be funny, and it is. So, he's diced, though. Notice the hesitation as he knows I am approaching. Yeah, you're going to be here, what, next week? That's when you're coming to visit? Really, I don't have a problem with giving away the headset if it ends up being something that I don't have use for. I actually don't have a problem with that. But I want to see if it's something that I can make use of. I want to see if the sound on it is any good. Like, if I can use it in regular, like, podcast stuff, streams and stuff like that, maybe I will. But I really like where I'm at with this microphone that I've got. It would be kind of a shame to, you know. But I don't know. I also have a wife who really wants to get into streaming. So there's that. Maybe she could use it. Have like a really baller headset to kick things off with. Now, we just found out right before I went on that she has tested positive for COVID. So she's going to be home for a little bit. She'll need something to do. So, because she tested positive for COVID, we're actually going to have to look at the dates, and you guys might not be able to come because she has to be quarantined for 10 days. 1, 2, 3, 4. So she won't be out of quarantine until the 21st. So we'll see. Yeah, my wife just tested positive for COVID today, and I'll tell you the story because that's good material. So how this works is my wife's current job is she delivers medical supplies, namely oxygen, and she delivers them to people who are stuck at home and, you know, can't. These are typically heavy containers, require like trained setup, things like that. So that's what she does. She drives around, goes out to people who live out in the boonies and hooks them up with whatever medical equipment or anything, you know? So it was a week or two ago. I'm not exactly sure. She told me the story, but I don't remember exactly when it was that she told me. But basically, she went for a home delivery. They go into the house, they set stuff up. She went in and she noticed that the people who were there were in rough shape, like rough shape. She wasn't sure if she should have like done something or anything like that. So she asked, I think it was a manager or something. She's like, "Hey, they're doing pretty bad in here. Is there something we can do? Should we?" And she talks to her manager about it, talks to someone. They go and check the paperwork, and it turns out that they had COVID. They were at the hospital and been sent home, but they had COVID. Now the thing is that these people at home, if they have COVID, there's a procedure. You're supposed to tell, like, okay, you have COVID. Don't come inside. And then the procedure is basically what they're supposed to do is the people leave all the equipment outside. The people who live there come get the equipment, and then through like a phone call or like a FaceTime or something, because all of the delivery people carry tablets for this stuff and like phones, and they'll walk you through the setup process. You know, when you have to do it yourself, they'll stay there, but they're outside away from you, and they'll walk you through the setup process. So that's what's supposed to happen. The people are supposed to inform the company, we have COVID. And they didn't. They didn't say shit. And the reason they didn't say shit is because they didn't want to set it up themselves. They didn't want to carry the canisters themselves. Which, if they were in that rough a shape, I get it. But also, maybe you shouldn't be home. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. It's pretty messed up, but she's been sick for the last 5 days. We thought it was just like a cold or something because we're both vaccinated is the thing. And she thought maybe she just had a cold or something. And then she goes and gets tested just to be sure because she works with medical stuff. You know, it's a precaution. It wasn't like she genuinely thought she had COVID. She goes and does the thing as a precaution. They're like, oh, yeah, you got it. The thing that worried her was that we had spaghetti last night. She couldn't taste anything. Spaghetti is not something that you... Like, when you have a cold, there's things that you can't taste. That happens. But I make a pretty robust spaghetti sauce, and I'll spice it for her, and she couldn't taste it. So she was like, So she goes in, gets tested, she's positive. So now we're all going to have to quarantine for, you know, however long, 2 weeks, 10 days, whatever it is. And that's where we're at. Our daughter is going to have to stay home from school. Our other daughter is not going to go to her speech therapy things, and we're all going to be stuck inside for a while. We're going to have to figure that one out. Wasn't really prepared for it. I think we have enough food to go. No, our kids are not vaccinated. The opportunity to get them vaccinated, I think, only came up last week is when it started being offered. We haven't even had a chance to do a scheduled thing for it, so they're likely going to get it. But kids do get milder versions of it, so it should be okay. What we're worried about is that her mother was here yesterday. We recently saw her grandmother, but it wasn't like real close contact, or we're not really sure what the window is there. But that's what we're actually worried about. We're not so much worried about the kids as we are the older people. That's where we're at. So we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do for groceries and all that stuff. I think we have enough food in the house, but it's going to be a little rough because I'm going to have to improvise some meals here and there. But at least while I'm laid up with the coronavirus, I will have this nice, comfortable, stylish G4 robe sent to me through the mail, because it'll be... I'm probably getting it, like a mild form of it. I've been kind of feeling a little like super low energy, had the sniffles. Again, thought it was a cold, probably COVID. So that's going to be fun. I can still taste things. Usually when I get sick, I have the opposite response that other people have to being sick. So if people lose their appetite, when they're sick, my appetite skyrockets. That's usually what happens to me. And I've just been wolfing down food left and right. So I'm pretty sure I'm sick. I just didn't realize what I was sick with, which is complete ass. I'm very upset about that. But I'm glad that I know and I can take the precautions and not get anyone else, infected and everything like that. Yeah, Instacart for grocery delivery. My wife actually did Instacart for a little while. My sister does Instacart, so maybe we'll talk to her about something, I'm going to have to tell my sister. She was here just a few days ago, actually, so I'm going to have to tell her, too. I'm trying to think of all the people I've been in contact with, because I don't have a lot of contact with people, so yeah, that's going to be fun. That's going to be real fun. Terrible. I'm glad I'm not, laid up, though, right now, because me and Sween are going to be recording here soonish, whenever, I think he's actually streaming right now, but we're going to be recording our next episode of the podcast, which is on Master Chief, and we're going to have Chris Raygun on the episode. So that's going to be fun. I'm excited to have him on talking about Halo. I love talking about Halo with him. I love just getting his takes on it, because he and I have very similar kind of outlooks on Halo in general. So he's very persuasive in some of the things that I didn't previously believe before. He's been very persuasive on those. But we're mostly going to be talking about the lore of Master Chief. So yeah. We got that question, Rojo. We actually got that question on the whole suit jacking him off thing. Actually, we got that. I made a joke about it, and then we went and got that question. So we will inevitably be addressing that in the Q&A part of the episode, among other goofy ass questions too. I'm sure we'll get some of those. But anyway, that's pretty much it for this. We've gone through all of the merch. We've seen all the stuff. I've said everything I think I can say about it until I've actually had a chance to use some of it and get an idea of how it's going to go. Thank you everybody who showed up. Thank you to the Waterlord 27 for following, Rojo for following. Rojo, if you really loved me, you'd subscribe. You'd subscribe right now. Oh. Yeah. So anyway, anyone who subscribed, which, his act did with Prime, but I mean, I'll take Prime out. I don't care. Hey, there he is. He's like, fine, take it. So now I'm taking 2 primes at once. 2 primes at once. I'm a champ. Taking 2 primes at once. I got him with the ASMR, yeah. Just oh. Yeah, he's got the first icon now too, so it must be the first X number of people who subscribe that get that little badge. That's pretty cool. So you guys both got one. So yeah, anyway, that's it for this. Again, I know the conventional wisdom is supposed to be you're supposed to stream for an hour. 45 minutes is good. We've covered a lot of stuff. And I told my little COVID story. And I'll be recording in a little bit, so I will, hopefully not Optimus. Yeah, I can't take 2 Optimus Primes at once. That's a little beyond my ability. So I will see you guys later. I'm going to be streaming a lot more. Like I said, especially when Halo comes out, I'm going to be playing a lot of that. I'll probably be playing it with Sween and Chris regularly, just because of how we are with Halo. So we'll probably be playing that a lot. There's a couple other things that I want to pick up playing. I just need to get a good schedule for it. So I'll be seeing you then. Thank you for coming, and have a good one.